Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a introduction to my design team project for Happiness in Crafting by Gi Kerr. I'm using Roses in Collage, and I started working on this a little bit and then I remembered I need to show you the papers. So I will kind of unfold these. I've got these working already. Now what I've done is I've taken two of the backgrounds and put them on the back. There's this, I'll show you the other one, but fabulous background paper. So this is one of the journal pages. There are 10 journal pages / background pages. I believe there's 10 that you can work with, and then there's 4 ephemera pages. So yeah, real pretty collection. And of course I've got some coffee dye paper in there as well. I'm just going to pull that this way. And then here's another one of the background pages. There again, I've used a different background page on this one. It has music. And I guess I should just pull these over to the side here. So I've got coffee dyed, and I've already put my signature together. Here's another page, really pretty. And let's see, what else have I got? I like this one. I almost used this for the cover. Actually, when I look at it in a second, I'm going to say, oh yeah, I did use that for the cover, because I'm pretty sure I may have used that one for the cover, but I won't know until I get to the bottom. Very French, very shabby, you know, with my favorite colors, of course. And then this one I have backwards because this is the one I chose for the center. Okay, and so yes, I did choose this one for, I think it goes this way actually, for the covers. What I did with this was just enlarge this page to 11 by 14 basically, only I did it in two sheets, so it has a little bit, about 1.5 inch overlap. And this was one that didn't print out with the back on it, and this was 2 extra that I'll probably use for envelopes or whatever. So those are 2 additional background pages. I really like this one. And then these are the ephemera pages. So you've got journal cards, and I believe, let's see, there's 8 journal cards. There are pockets. There are these strips that you could use for whatever. There are tabs, 2 different kinds of tabs. There are tickets and more strips, some different kinds of tabs and different things that you can use. Just a lot of fun stuff to choose from. So and there again, I did print on the back of all of those, because if they're dingling and dangling, I want them to have something on the back. So that is Roses in Collage. It is a beautiful collection by Gi Kerr, Happiness in Crafting, and I will leave the link below so that you can get that if you're interested. Hi everyone, it's Kristi. Welcome back to my channel. I am here with a flip through of my design team project for Happiness in Crafting by Gi Kerr. This is a 1 signature 9x6 envelope covered journal, 64-ish pages I think, but there's lots of tags and pieces of paper here and there. I have Mod Podged the cover front and back. There is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I've added some eyelets front and back with a double seam binding closure here, and just added a bulb pin with some little tags. The collection I'm using by Happiness in Crafting is Roses in Collage. and I think you'll like it. It's a really nice collection. So we'll just untie this. She's not too fat, but lots of plenty of room for you to add your items. So on the front page here, we have a pocket, and I used one of the journal cards from the collection for that. And in this, in this pocket here, I've got a 4 by, oh gosh, probably 7.5 inch tag that I've just printed with one of the background pages and one of the softer colored background pages that you could write on. And I've cut those into tags. So that's in that pocket. I've got a journal card from the collection. There are 8 journal cards with this collection, as you saw previously in the kit preview. And then I took some of them and cut them in half to use for smaller journal cards, and then of course I've taken some tags, and these tags I've used my tag topper punch from Hobby Lobby. I've got seam binding there. Here's the first designer page. I have added some lace trim there. These are printed front and back. I have an envelope here clipped in with just a paper clip with some seam binding there. Envelope that I made with the envelope punch board. I believe these are 4 by 5, and then I've added some writing paper inside, and those are paper clipped a little bit toward the top because our journals seem to be a little bottom heavy from all the pockets and things, so I've added there. You could use this for a clip as well. I've got some music paper, another designer page here, coffee paper. I took the belly band strip that she had on the ephemera page. You could use them for anything, but I think they were originally intended for belly bands or whatever. I just made a little border strip here so you can still write on this page. I've added lace, and it's not a tuck or anything, it's just decorative. One of the smaller pockets from the collection, I've made one of the cut off pieces from when I made the tags. I've just rounded the corners and used that for a little journal card. There's some 2-inch tags. There are some of the tags that came with the collection. I think these look like I did these with my tag topper punch. And then this was just a piece that I had, and I just stuck it into my other corner punch. That's the corner punch I used on this large tag also. I've got some graph paper. This is interesting graph paper. It's lined on this side, so that doesn't bother me. I have some more designer paper here, front and back. I've done a little corner flip here with a little bit of eyelash trim there, a journal card, and another 3 by 6 tag that I've topped with my punch. These circles, I believe, came with the collection. Here's another small pocket. I've just added some lace on the bottom, another cut-off journal card, and a 2-inch tag, and some seam binding. I've got a little piece of tracing paper, excuse me, another designer page. So I've put some of my items on the coffee dyed pages, but you can still write on any. There are 6 designer pages, 5 coffee dyed pages, and 5 miscellaneous papers that I've added in between for 16 times 4 is 64 pages. That's what I'm coming up with the number. These little belly bands were in the collection. I just thought they were too cute, so I just took some paper. You can write on the back. I folded it in half and tucked that into here. And I did one up here, one down the bottom, and I just thought that was something fun, different. I've got some ledger paper here. Always good to write on. Another designer page. Here's another piece of coffee dyed. Now on this one, with the collection, she has these little plates I guess you'd call them. Maybe for layering you could put words or whatever on them, use it for the front of your journal to label it or something like that. But I thought that this would make a wonderful flip over, so I've just put that over the top of the page because it's beautiful and pinned it on, and then I've tucked journal cards underneath there. All of the papers have been printed double-sided. A little bit of lace here on our center page with the music and the flowers down the side, and then I've got a doily in the middle, and I've got a Gail Agostinelli lace in the center tie of your signature sewing. So another piece of lace here. We're on the back side so we can go a little bit faster, because when I do my journals I usually do mirror image. So we've got the flip over with the journal cards, a designer page, the other side of the ledger, the coffee dyed with the belly bands. There again, both of these are folded over pieces of paper that you can write inside. All of these you can write on, and you can write here, you can write here, lots of writing space. The pocket with the small journal card and a 2-inch tag. And then we've got another corner flip here. I didn't add anything to this because it already had that beautiful design. I guess I should make sure I'm still in. I noticed my blue cloth is kind of sliding on me. Another designer page, the back of that graph paper, another small pocket, and I have just added one of those little 1-inch cutoffs with the little punch at the top. And another border strip just to decorate that page. I just love this collection. Very vintage, very shabby chic. Roses, of course, my favorite. And here's the music paper. I've got another envelope here that I've just tucked over the paper. The coffee dyed, it's over the coffee dyed page, so you can still write on this. And there's paper inside the envelope. And then here's our last designer page, and then there again we have this big pocket in the back. In my journals I like to have big pockets front and back so that I can stash things until I put them where I want them. I just love these big tags, so cool. So I always try to stick some big tags back there. And I've got a full-size journal card and the tag. I think that's one of my favorites. I like that one. With the ABC chart. Come on. This pocket is a little bit tight, but it'll loosen up as it gets used. And then the smaller journal card in there as well. And there's an eyelet front and back where it can just be tied closed. Like I said, it's a little bit chunky, not too chunky. The cover has been Mod Podged, so it is a matte finish Mod Podge, not super shiny, but protected. And then the couple of little tags, and I didn't do too bad tying the bow that time. So anyway, I hope you like that. All the information for this collection will be in my description box below, as well as how to find Gi Kerr and Happiness in Crafting. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.